How did Black Americans gain power in Reconstruction? Imagine a time when the nation was torn apart by war and new hope was emerging from the ashes. During Reconstruction, Black Americans took their first real steps into political power and community leadership. It was a period of big change, driven by new laws and the support of the federal government. After the Civil War ended in 1865, the country passed three important constitutional amendments. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, freeing millions of enslaved people. The 14th Amendment made Black Americans citizens and promised equal protection under the law. The 15th Amendment gave Black men the right to vote, no matter their race. These laws created a legal foundation for Black political participation. Congressional Reconstruction, which started around 1867, was led by radical Republicans who wanted to rebuild the South and protect Black rights. They overruled President Andrew Johnson, who was more lenient to the former Confederate states. Congress made Southern states ratify the 14th Amendment and allow Black men to vote before they could rejoin the Union. Federal troops were sent to the South to enforce these new laws and keep Black voters safe from threats and violence. This military presence made a big difference in allowing Black Americans to participate in politics. Thanks to this support, large numbers of Black men registered to vote and elected representatives. In some states like Mississippi, South Carolina, and Georgia, Black voters made up the majority or a significant part of the electorate. This led to many Black Americans holding public office at local, state, and even national levels. Over 600 Black men served in Southern state legislatures, and about 16 served in the United States Congress. Notable figures like Hiram Revels and Blanche K. Bruce became senators, making history as the first Black Americans to serve in the Senate. Black communities also organized their own institutions. They held conventions, started newspapers, and built churches that became centers for civil rights and education. Many Black leaders were former slaves, ministers, or veterans who wanted to improve their communities. They fought for schools, fair labor conditions, and the right to own property. During this time, Black literacy rates increased, and more Black Americans gained economic independence. However, these gains faced fierce opposition. White supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan used violence and intimidation to stop Black political activity. When federal troops left the South in 1877, Reconstruction ended, and many of these advances were rolled back. Jim Crow laws soon enforced racial segregation and limited Black rights once again. In the end, Black Americans gained power during Reconstruction through the legal rights granted by new amendments, federal enforcement, active voting, and community organization. This was the first time many Black Americans held significant political roles and influenced public policy. Although these gains were later challenged and reversed, the period marked a major step forward in Black political history, all rooted in the aftermath of the Civil War and the efforts of Congress to reshape Southern society.